It's really easy, yeah.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Here we are with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, Ernie Johnson. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight's broadcast will feature Pittsburgh.
2K Sports, and let's go. And that kind of toughness is crucial to have at a young age. Thanks, DA. And the Jazz start out with the ball. Let's check out Pittsburgh's starting lineup. Horford is out there with Chandler. Then there's Livingston. Then there's Dunn. And it's Booker in at the 2 spot. Chandler with the steal. Horford kicks to Dunn. Back to Horford. Pittsburgh working the ball around. Now here's Dunn, covered by Wall. Shot clock at 5. Here's Booker. Money from the wing. Booker's got the game going here with the first basket for Pittsburgh.
Whether it's scoring, passing, or just acting as a decoy, his value to this team cannot be understated.
And Wall kicks to Randall. Over Horford. Randall with the bucket. And the Utah Jazz, one of the top 6 teams in the league last season. But, Steve, they were swept by the Warriors in the second round after the Jazz took care of the Clippers in round 1. How far does this team still have to go to contend for a title, you think?
They've gone from average to very good, but a talent drain this summer with Hayward and Hill moving on. They'll need to regroup, and the West is only getting scarier.
Here's Wall, following the basket by Al Horford. And Wall, here we go now. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And just the overall aggressiveness. Wall enjoys taking on a challenge and succeeding, especially when the D is all over.
A nice job of converting, but what really makes this play, the league pass.
Feeds to Randall. Outside, Wall. Randall kicks to Ingles. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Can't hit that one. Here's Livingston. A shot missing. And it's Utah the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
And that's what happens when you become too perimeter-oriented. If you're not hot, you don't score.
Well, when you force it all night, you don't get good results. Never really adjusted the game plan the way they should have.
Here is Dunn. He kicks it to Booker. For the 3. Sinks the triple. Booker's got 5 now. And Utah Jazz head coach Quinn Snyder was an outstanding basketball player in his own right.
Well, yeah, he was an All-American point guard in high school. His high school team, Mercer Island, was ranked #1 in the country. He got at Duke to 3 Final Fours. He didn't play pro basketball, but he got his law degree, his business degree, and he went into coaching.
Chandler with the steal. To Booker. Over Hood. No good from Booker. Jazz trail by 3. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And stolen by Dunn. In transition. Here comes Pittsburgh. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And the length of Dunn really annoys the opposition. So good at sticking his hands in passing lanes and coming away with steals.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Here's Randall. Chris Dunn making his last shot. 26 seconds left in the first quarter. Right side, no good. Pittsburgh leading by 5. Here is Livingston. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Chandler is screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots it. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Pittsburgh leads by 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And guys, when you consider how Pittsburgh is doing, your thoughts?
They're just not sitting back. They are going.
Now done, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Pittsburgh looking at who they've got out there. We've got Chandler. Dunn is out there with Booker. And there's Livingston. And it's Horford in at the 4. Now with Whiteside, no matter what he is doing, he is always setting the tone. The way he goes about defending the rim, it's like he's taking it personally that these guys are not going to score on.
And you know what? He's a tone setter defensively. He gives his group confidence when he's on the floor. And, you know, teams are starting to realize you simply do not go at Whiteside. The block numbers might be down, but his defensive impact is as high as ever.
Picked by Horford. Just 5 on the clock. No good from Booker.
An uncontested look from mid-range. He typically drains that one.
And Wall kicks to Whiteside. Hood dishes to Whiteside. The Jazz working the ball around now. Whiteside sets the pick for Hood on the wing. Ingle. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
Livingston kicks to Chandler to the paint. Here's Horford, and it goes down 2 points.
A top-notch post game is just one of the ways Horford helps his team. One of the more important ways, though, is because he's a tough matchup down low.
On the wing, Ingle. He's covered by Livingston. And the shot is good. The Pittsburgh League has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from Ingles. Smitty, we have a question sent in by a viewer. They want to know if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what food would you pick? And got anything for that?
You know what? Kevin, that's a good question. There's so many, especially my mom's cooking. But I'm going to go with shrimp fried rice. That's the one I think I would eat for the rest of my life. Well, this is why you see guys shying away from their mid-range jumper. It's a bit of a lost art.
And a wide open look for Hood. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Hood's got his second bucket tonight.
Hood's ability to space out the floor is huge. If he's squaring up from outside, the D has to close out.
Again, the miss by Horford. Jazz have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And Wall kicks to Randall. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Whiteside sets the pick for Wall. Hood for 3. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Hood's got 8 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Horford with the screen on Wall. Dunn passes to Horford. They need this. That's short off the rim.
You know, a little off his game this quarter. Still trying to find a rhythm, though.
And out of bounds as Pittsburgh gains possession. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the half.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And stolen by Hood. And now Utah, fast break. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
The long strides of Rodney Hood covering ground in a hurry.
Now, here's Dunn. Booker outside. From deep. That one, no good.
Yeah, it just seems whatever they do, nothing's working right.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports
Welcome
Halftime
back,
Show.
folks. Ernie Johnson here alongside Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. They did give up a couple baskets more than they wanted to, and at the end of the period, were trailing by 5 points. They asserted themselves nicely in the second quarter and now have a fair... And we're just about ready for the start of...
Welcome back, everyone, to Salt Lake City, Utah. That's the state capital right here in Utah. Really a sight to see when you get that kind of... Pittsburgh trails by 5. Hood and Ingles filling out the perimeter. Handle out there with Whiteside, and it's Wall in at the point guard. That's the group right now for Utah. And Booker kicks to Dunn. Pick by Horford. Lock at 6. Dunn dishes to Horford.
Oh my goodness.
And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month. In third, the Jazz.
I mean, it's about the pace they
think all
play
those
with
teams,
here
except for the
offensively.
Huskies,
They
have a
don't
losing
look
record.
like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
Utah leading by 5. Outside, Wall. Passes to Whiteside. Over Chandler. Off the left rim and out.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots. That was against good defense. He tried to sneak it in, though. We've seen him do it plenty of times.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And Rodney had played one season at Mississippi State, then transferred, played another season at Duke. A good floor spacer, Greg, at 6'8".
You know, it's his in-between game that impresses me. Able to beat his man off the dribble. He can hit that little pull-up or drop it off to a teammate. This guy continues to improve. Yeah, and he can really take his game outside when he wants to. Horford's got plenty of range to go along with all that work he does on the interior.
Right side, Wall. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Tyson Chandler. The Jazz shooting their second and third free throws tonight. First free throw is good.
Yeah, easy to appreciate Wall, an all-star caliber talent who just fills up the stat sheet.
You know, Smitty, most players love to create with the ball in their hands, but you can create off the ball too. Who do you think's the best at moving off the ball right now?
I think the best is Klay Thompson right now. He doesn't need a lot of dribbles to get you 60, Kevin. Other guys, J.J. Redick, Kyle Korver, Dwayne Wade. Even Father Time hasn't caught up with Dwayne Wade. He's doing a nice job playing without the basketball.
Terrific names you rattle off right there. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. And more, it's looking like Devin Booker, the 13th pick in the 2015 draft, is going to be one of the biggest steals of that draft class.
And he's one that all GMs are looking at, and they wish they could have a redo. I mean, Booker was very young when he entered the draft, and some teams maybe shied away from that. But clearly he's shown that he could be one of the best players in that class.
Here's Randall. And it's off the back rim, no good. Pittsburgh trails by 5. There's a minute 40 left to play in the third. Dunn kicks to Chandler. Now here's Livingston. Defense right on him. Pittsburgh needs to get off a shot here. Horford, good. 1:22 left in the third quarter. Jazz leading by 3. And Wall kicks to Randall. Nice ball movement by Utah. And it's Wall, top of the key. Over Dunn. Here's Whiteside. Banked in off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 5.
And the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Dunn kicks to Horford. Lets it go from the wing. Good for another field goal. Number 5 on the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
He's been locked in all quarter, really finding his rhythm.
And Wall kicks to Hood. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. 5 on the clock. A beautiful reverse layup. Wall's got 4 points this quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Dunn with it. We've got 13 seconds left here in the third quarter. Knocks it loose. And we've reached the end of the third. Jazz out in front. They lead by 5. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. Let's listen in now to head coach Stan Van Gundy from a few moments ago.
It's got to turn right now. They can't play harder than us.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Jazz leading by 5. And Pittsburgh looking at who they've got out there. Dunn is out there with Booker. Then there's Horford. And it's Chandler. And it's Livingston in at the 3 slot. Here's Pittsburgh with the ball. Their next game is at Oracle Arena, so a road game with the Warriors. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip. Dunn with it. He's picked up by Wall. Back to Booker. There's the pick. Chandler a screen. 3-pointer. No good from Booker. Jazz shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. Pittsburgh trails by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Horford kicks to Livingston. Lets it go from 11, and he gets it to go. Livingston's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Pittsburgh. And here's Wall. And Chandler sends it back.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots.
Really smoking the nets now after a difficult time shooting in the first half.
Dunn kicks to Booker. Got a piece of it. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Here is Wall. Pass to Whiteside. Outside Hood. The feed to Randall. Whiteside a screen. Randall with the bucket. And now it's an 8-point Utah lead.
He turned on the Jets. As soon as he got that screen, and went right to the hole. Great decision making there.
A minute 50 left in the fourth. For 3, Booker. Randall grabs the board. Jazz leading by 8. Down low, Whiteside. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
A nice feed from Wall, paving the way for that bucket. That's always his first thought. Find the best shot possible on every trip, whether he has to take it himself or create for a teammate.
Now a timeout called by Pittsburgh. They're trailing by 10. 1:37 left to play here in the fourth. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, John Wall.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken.
Coming into this game, he had been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
During the timeout, I listened in on Stan Van Gundy's huddle. He said, guys, we need to play with pace, and that'll get us some early fast break opportunities. We're playing way too predictable right now, guys.
Right side of screen. Outside, Wall. Right side kicks to Ingles. High, arcing shot, and it's good on the way in. And the Jazz lead by 12.
Just relentless. I'm really impressed with how they've been able to maintain that focus.
When you have a huge lead, it's easy to get sloppy on offense. They haven't fallen into that trap.
Booker outside. And again, it's Pittsburgh missing.
Oh, man, he hasn't had the rhythm tonight. Tried to make up for it there, but it just wasn't meant to be.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Jazz.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game, and I think ultimately that earned the W.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for John Wall.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm, and that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
So it's Utah easily grabbing the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Rodney Hill with 45, John Wall with 33 and 12 assists, Jingles with 12 and 12, Randall with 12, Whiteside with 12 and 27. Pretty good shooting night for them. Horford with 30, Booker with 24, everyone else was 6. They had a really bad night, 3 for 12 and 1 for 7 from downtown. Killing from the paint. That's really all there was to it.
Tout projet en physique. Vos paroles c'était du vent. Je pense plus au passé, j'ai pris les devants.